Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. I don't know about the weather where you are, but here in Southern California where I am, it's pretty hot, and it can be actually even a little bit humid and uncomfortable. So I have gotten from you guys out there in the past week, 3 requests alone in the past week, and quite a few in the weeks prior, asking for a rundown of my favorite. Some of you asked for tinted moisturizers, some of you asked for just skin tints, but basically foundation alternatives. When you're already wearing a lot of sunscreen, when you're already feeling kind of sweaty and hot, but you still want a little bit of coverage. So I've gathered my favorites, my tried and true, across quite a few different categories of base makeup, some with SPF, some without, and across a few different categories. So we're gonna go through them now, and I'll let you know my favorites, and you can tell me what your favorites are. So we're gonna start with, when you talk about foundation alternatives, CC creams always come up. If you are unsure of the reason for the existence of CC creams, you are not alone. I do not know what they are or why they exist, and I am happy to admit that to you, princesses. When I was first getting into makeup on the editorial side forever ago, I remember asking someone, so what's a CC cream? And I was told, it's like a foundation, but it's lighter than a foundation. Oh, okay. Except when it's heavier than a foundation. Well, CC, it means color correcting cream. It color corrects better than a foundation. Except when a foundation color corrects. Basically, I have no idea what a CC cream is either, princesses. Don't laugh. I know the CC cream fans are like mobilizing now and they're gonna come after me. I'm ready for you. A CC cream is basically a foundation in a tube, I guess. I don't know what it is either, guys, but if you simply must, there are some really good ones out there. I like the Buildable Blur by Thrive. Comes in quite a few colors. I wear light medium, but it comes in quite a few. Another really good product that's also fun, Trinny London makes what she calls her BFF cream. A little pun on a CC cream and all the variations of CC. And she has a few different tones and tints. And this one is kind of fun because it comes out white and then you kind of blend it in and it turns into your skin color, as you can see, as it blends. It also has an SPF in it of 30. I had to check it there. But see how the white went away? And then it kind of evens you out. And they have a really good online thing that recommends what color that you should wear and shows you models that look similar to your skin tone and kind of lets you know. It even gives you a hair color choice of blonde in case you have brown hair with blonde highlights, which I do. So I'm a blonde too. So anyway, Trinny, it is a really good product. I wanted to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow, but we're really not, because I don't know if she's phasing it out. It's been sold out for a while. It doesn't come in very many shades, and that's kind of a negative. Let's face it, because we come in a lot of shades, don't we, princesses? And this one doesn't really. It's also supposed to blend in, but within reason. It's not a bad product, but we're not going to talk about it anymore. Okay, let's talk about a tinted sunscreen. SPF in a base product is tricky, guys. I am not a dermatologist, I am not a chemist, but even I know that you're never going to put on enough of the base product to get the full effects of the SPF. But for me, I do not mind an SPF in my base because it adds to whatever it is you put on. But you really shouldn't skip that step of a sunscreen as well, because you do need the protection. I really feel protected pretty well by the Sisley tinted sunscreen. It comes in a few different colors. I wear the natural color. And it's a SPF 30. It's really thick. I gotta show you this. It's really funny. The very first time I got this, and I've repurchased it quite a few times, I really like it for summer into fall. You know those really warm days in early fall, if you get those? This one's really nice. It is a fuller coverage. I'll show you. When I first used it, the very first time I used it, and it's kind of going white on camera. I put too much of it on, and as you can see, it is a bit thick, and I had like that on my face, and I was, ah! So a little goes a long way. It's a nice product. Smells a little sunscreeny, but it is a really nice product, and it really does, as you see as I rub it into my hand here, give kind of a nice smooth coverage. So it's looking a little pale on my super tan arms, but I bronze it up on my face, and I really do love it. I mean, it's a great product. Thankfully, a little goes a long way. I'll put the prices of all these down below, but this Sisley product ain't cheap. So it's good that a little goes a long way. Running through it, by the way, we're gonna get to my favorite and what I'm wearing today. Hint, in a minute, stick around. Now let's talk about the Chanel product. So the Chanel Le Beiges Water Fresh Tint is exactly what it says. It is a watery tint. This has no moisturizer. It has no sunscreen. It is a watery tint. Let me get it right up to the camera so you can see the little beads. It's slightly gimmicky, but I think super, super cool. And it kind of comes out of the little bottle here in kind of a, as you see, it's a real watery tint, and then it kind of rubs in. Hint on this one, go darker than you would. I am always a light medium, and the ladies at Chanel had an argument. Well, I sat there watching them argue. This is a while before the pandemic, and they chose medium, and they were right. It's beautiful. It's like kind of like applying. It doesn't have any sort of a moisturizer consistency. It really is like putting a watery tint on your face. So this one is great for a number of reasons. This one is really, really nice if you prefer not to have an SPF in your base product. For some folks, that makes them break out and they prefer to use their own underneath. This is a nice tint that you could just put over it. And for the really hot days, it's cool. It's refreshing, and it's watery. It's super thin, but still gives you a little bit of color, and you can put a little bronzer on over it, and it's gorgeous. True Tinted Moisturizer, super famous, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the SPF 30, and this is the Radiant Moisturizer, Tinted Moisturizer. Not a CC cream, but in a tube. It's so confusing. So let's take a look at this little guy here. Actually, we'll put it on the other hand. This is very watery and light. And this is, remember, this is the Radiant one. And it just kind of gives, you can see, it has a pearlescence to it. Very light, very, very gentle, has an SPF of 30, if I didn't mention that before. The reason I mentioned the SPFs, again, an SPF alone will not be enough, but some of you folks might want to avoid that and just wear your own. It really depends. A lot of these do have an SPF in them because it's so obvious that people will wear them in summer. Unless you're me, the reason I have a table full of these things around me is I love them. I love a really, really light coverage, and then I just dot concealer on. I can't go without concealer. You can if you dare, but I will not be joining you. But I love a really light coverage. I work hard on my skin, so I like it to show. Here is one I got a question for, and this is the La Mer. So we have the La Mer Reparative Skin Tint. This is the older version. An SPF 30. They also now make the La Mer Radiant Skin Tint. The ingredients, I believe, are to the same from what I checked, maybe a teeny bit different, but they're about the same product. And this, again, is like a very, very light coverage moisturizer with some color in it. And you can see it's a very light consistency and just kind of, these all are looking light on my skin, but they're not when they go in on my face. Remember, it is the summer, so my face is, 30 times lighter than my body. No matter how much sunscreen I wear more on my face. And it's just a really pretty, this is a winner. I'm kind of building up to my favorites here. This La Mer is just kind of a go-to ride or die summer product. Always beautiful. You can grab it. I have mentioned this in so many of my videos. Love, love, love a product that you can just put on with your hands like it is a skin product. That is my absolute favorite. That you can just put it in with your hands and just rub it in and then just kind of rinse your hands off or use a cloth. Get your hands clean. Perfect. So we're building up to some of my favorites. Let's get into Tom Ford. One of these a little older but still available on sale even now, and one of them brand new. So the first one I want to talk about is the Tom Ford, this is the Flawless Glow SPF 30. Sorry, I had to make sure I got it right here. This is like this is akin to the Chanel water product because it's, again, really watery. We've got a dropper. It's a strange, strange way to apply it, but look at this. It just drops out like water. It's cool and refreshing, and as you see, it's running down my hand. So again, really light, but with an SPF 30 in it. So this does have an SPF 30. He calls this a foundation. Boy, it's a light, light, light foundation. I mean, I'm even applying these now on top of each other during this video, and they're not even pilling. They're just really nice, and they feel comfy. We can call all these what we want. We can call these CC creams. We can call these light foundations. We can call them tinted sunscreen. We can call them tinted moisturizer. They're really the same thing. They're just light coverage, summer-friendly products. 2 more to go, building up to my new favorite that I'm wearing today. Hint, hint. Here are my last 2 favorites. This is the new Tom Ford, and this is the Glow Tinted Moisturizer. This is an SPF 15, so a little bit less SPF. This is beautiful. I've been wearing this in a few of my videos lately. It has a lot of choices for color. This is the 5.5 Bisque, which is my color that I wear in pretty much every Tom Ford base product, I should say. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, it's a tinted moisturizer, and he calls it that, Glow Tinted Moisturizer, summer product. Apply it with your hands. Gorgeous. Your skin shows through on all of these products. If you have a little blemish here or there, you will need to add a concealer over the top, but that works really, really well. And last but not least, with no SPF, but all of my heart, is a brand new product. I am wearing it today, Princesses, and I absolutely love it. And it is the Kevyn Aucoin Strip Nude Skin Tint. He calls this a skin tint. Again, call it what you want. Tint, tinted moisturizer, you know, there's so many, CC cream, it's in a tube. Call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it gorgeous. This is what I have on my skin today, so let me give you a close-up so that you can kind of take a look. It is super refreshing, super gentle. It has a little dispenser at the top. This has, that I can find, 0 SPF. So for those of you who want to avoid SPF and put on your own underneath, this is a really, really, really great choice. The folks at Beautylish helped me pick my shade. I can never get the shades right with Kevyn Aucoin. But you know, at Beautylish, a lot of places, but Beautylish especially, you can send them a photo of yourself with no makeup on, in natural light, in regular, you know, in the light in your kitchen and natural sunlight outside, and then tell them some of the shades you wear in other popular foundations. They have never been wrong. They recommended the number 5 medium for me, which I never would have gotten myself, and it is spot on. They're geniuses over at Beautylish. So give them a try with that. This is a absolute gentle tint. I applied it with my hands. I should have shown you me applying it, and I'm happy to do that in another video if you would like to see. Here it is here. I was talking with one of you princesses about applying these products that we're looking at here over something like the Victoria Beckham Golden Glow. They're beautiful over that. So if you put this over that, which I have done today, you can see the kind of gold just showing through. The nice thing about these products that we've rounded up here today is they are all very sheer. And so if you want to put a pearly underneath, you can do that, or a golden glow underneath. You could put on top a little bit of concealer. You can do anything you want and use this as a really thin, easy base for summer. And they're some of my favorite products. I wear these into the fall and even winter too, because if you're going to add a good concealer, why do you need to have a thick foundation on? It's really never needed. With all that we spend on skincare, princesses, let the skin breathe a little bit. What are your favorite tinted moisturizers, CC creams? Are you angry at me for attacking the CC cream? What are your favorite tinted tints and things like that? Do you have any of these? Tell me what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And please take a moment and click that subscribe button and the bell so that you can help my channel grow. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. No doubt I'll be wearing a skin tint. Bye-bye, guys.